Hi guys, it's me again. It's me again. It's been a while since I've posted anything. So yeah, probably was intending to maybe do a little bit on my job while I was doing it, but it's as it is, I've left the job. So it lasted about a month, 3 weeks, 1 week in the classroom and then 3 weeks actually on the floor kind of thing. It's as a customer service assistant or check-in assistant at Terminal 1 at Manchester Airport for EasyJet. I found it on CV Library through an agency. And I kind of clicked on it, because it sounded interesting kind of thing. I think at the time, they'd kind of say, you could be starting and finishing anywhere between 3 a.m. and 11 a.m. But a bit of that in a little while, and why I'm, as it's the main reason why I'm not there anymore. But it was actually an interesting job. It's a very interesting job. I can enjoy that I was constantly moving and doing something and helping people kind of thing. But I kind of feel I kind of came across the wrong way a little bit on occasion. But you kind of learn from those bits. So I feel like I've learned from them. And because you should always be careful in what you say kind of thing. Because you don't know how the other person may take it. But you could have a number of people. Any number of people come through in any one day. As it's it's majority of people are really nice. They just want to get to the destination, and you can have a bit of a chit chat and make some small talk and what have you, which would sometimes lead to conversation. But it's for the most part, from what people have said, it has been, my employment with them has been relatively positive. And it's if I could have do it again, I'd consider what I'd have to do to get another one at the airport again. And I think one day you do get some interesting scenarios as one day as checking people's passports and boarding passes, but and it's and there's a older man potentially in his 60s and all that, who essentially, as I was going through it all, was I think he said that, I quoting him somewhat, but it's he said that he had a shotgun on him, and I was oh. And it's I'm not really having much experience with guns in England. You do get guns and all this, but it's just not always on show. So the only time I've really seen them on show is when the police have them. Even then it's it was years ago. So I with a queue and all, it's I couldn't really do anything there and then. So it's just go over and go to the desk, and it's they'll know what to do with it a bit better. Because it's you have to call security and what have you, border force and what have you, to see it's properly secured and what have you. Properly secured is you can, but it's there's a lot of rules and regulations because it is a gun, and I don't really want it going off mid-flight or anything. So you should always check the rules before, check everything, rules and what have you, before travelling with one. Especially if it's travelling for a competition or what have you. And but it's like, yeah. That was like, yeah, one of the notable ones. More notable ones that I've had during the course of employment, but it's like, and it's like, yeah, because it's like, yeah, you do also get those customers, like, yeah, it's like, that don't really want to listen, like, and then it's like, nope, I want it to be this, 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 and this, but it's a bit like, it has to be this, that, or this kind of thing. And it's like, sometimes, yeah, you do have to kind of be patient with them and explain it. But even then, it's like they may still may not get it. It's like they felt like I was somewhat limited, being somewhat new, and it's like, yeah, lasting 3 weeks on floor itself. Cause it's like, yeah, I did pretty well in like majority of the tests and all. That's why I really had to resit like a handful of them, which wasn't too, which was kind of which I was happy about. As it's like, yeah, I got full marks in some of them. Then it was, and it's like, yeah, the people that I worked with I kind of liked as well. And it was like really interesting, like for the week we were in the classroom, so there was supposed to be 16 of us starting at the same time, like from like two different agencies. But it's like, there's supposed to be 16 of us from 2 different agencies, and then, but on the day, only 10 of us arrived. And like, yeah, the next, which is like, it's like, all frowning a little bit. And it's like, yeah, the next day, it went down to 7 of us. I think one of us was feeling ill. I think one of them had something going on in personal life. Then it's like, yeah, the third one was half an hour late. So, and it was a little like, if he's that late, what's it gonna be like on the job kind of thing? But funny enough, like, I think it was like 2 weeks later, like I saw him again, like 2 3 weeks later, like I saw him like a month, like about 3 4 weeks later, and then, but it's like, yeah, only one time that I saw him. It's like, I don't know if he's still there or not. But it's like, yeah, and it's like, yeah, halfway through like the third day, there's a little like another person left like halfway through the day, because it's like, yeah, they had a better job offer, and that was like a bit more suited to like, yeah, what he needed. It's just like, yeah, I think he was like older and like had kids and all, so it's like he kind of needed like a bit more of a 9 to 5 job, which, like, yeah, at the airport you can't always have it as a 9 to 5 job. And where it's like, yeah, so it's just, yeah, the 6 of us that remained for the rest of the week. I mean, to like the week after, but like, it's like, yeah, I think it was like down to like 5 of us the week after, because it's like one of us like had like another job as like a driving instructor, and it's like, yeah, they needed more flexible hours, which is like, yeah, kind of understand, because it's like, yeah, people need to do the tests and what have you, driving tests and what have you. But it's like, I wasn't surprised that she left, because it's like, yeah, she really was struggling a lot, and it's like, yeah, I was having to help her quite a bit as well. And then it was like, it's like I wasn't surprised when she did left and all. But it's like, yeah, I left like going on like 2 weeks later and all that. But it's like, yeah, I'll get that into a minute. Literally. Well, not literally, I don't know how long this is gonna, but it's like, yeah, it's like I literally like the people I worked with a lot, because it's like, yeah, we could just have like a lot of like banter and what have you. It's like, especially like when it goes dead, because it's like you get those moments like where there's like a rush, because it's like a million flights going on, one after the other kind of thing, and then it's like you don't get any flights for a while, like a little while. Not you don't like, especially like in the mornings, like when majority of the flights may be going off, like in the morning and early afternoon, when most of the flights are going off, taken off and what have you. But it's like, yeah, but it's like, yeah, you don't get that as much in the afternoon. Like, yeah, you get the slight rushes and all, but it's like, yeah, it's not to the same extent as, yeah, maybe you would get in the morning. Because it's like, because it's like I have a feeling like, yeah, people want to go in and get to the destination and kind of like explore, relax, and what have you. Or it's like, yeah, you just wanting to go home kind of thing. Because it's like, yeah, I had like a load of people like, yeah, wanting like traveling home, but it's like, yeah, because it's like, yeah, it's like when you get to like the dead bits, like, yeah, you can just standing around talking, but it's like, it's those like kind of like, yeah, those times like when you need to be more vigilant, because it's like, yeah, people not always see it and don't want to all walk all the way around, because it's like, yeah, it's something of a maze, internal one for EasyJet. And it's why, yeah, you get people going under and going through the barriers like constantly, like, and it's like they're up for a reason. And then, but it's like, yeah, you could just talk and what have you, like for it's like, yeah, you really do start to get to know people a bit, and you have like a bit of a joke, like even early on, like we just started and you could pretty much had people defending you, like, and joking with you, like right away. Because it's like, yeah, I think it was like, yeah, second day on the floor, it's like, had someone like swearing and what have you, and like, yeah, like one of those little higher ups, like not a manager as such, but it's like something goes like a supervisor. It's kind of like, yeah, just kind of like, yeah, if you like that, gonna be like that. It's like, yeah, you will be like no longer be boarding the plane. Like you won't be going through security and what have you. And then it's like, yeah, you could essentially be personal with, like, somewhat personal with them, like, right away. Then, but it's like, yeah, I left after essentially like literally 4 weeks in a day kind of thing, as it's like I really could not cope with the time, like some of the times and all that, because it's like I can't drive. Like I've got a provisional, but it's like I haven't passed my theory and practical exam yet, test and what have you. So like it is something I would want to work to like work for, but it's like, yeah, I'd want to get like a job to kind of like fund it a little bit. So like, yeah, I've got the money to do the exam, like the lessons and what have you. But it's like, yeah, I had to start like 3-4 in the morning, and like I'd like either have to get the bus there, like get up really really early and get the bus there, or get a taxi. And it's like, yeah, I had to get a taxi like twice, because it's like, yeah, my anxiety was really high, like having to kind of essentially get up like really early. Like to get, I think like the first day that I had to get there for 3 a.m, so like I had to essentially get up at like 11 the night before, get a bus into Manchester to Piccadilly Gardens and back out from Piccadilly to the airport, which in itself takes 2 hours. And it's like I was waking up in like when I was trying to sleep from like my sleep and all that, crying, because it's like my anxiety was getting a bit much. But it's like after that first time I did, it's like I got a taxi the next day, and it's like I was able to get the bus again the day after. But it's like I think for like the week after, it's like the first day was a taxi, which was like then get the bus again. But it's like taxi's like 17 quid, and it's like I could only really pay in cash for the taxi I got. And it's like I didn't know how much longer I could continue going on like that. It's like as if like I was gonna go somewhat gonna go broke. Felt like I was gonna go broke. And it's like it wasn't really financially feasible, but it's like probably did help a little bit with my nerves. As it's like I could get up like 2 hours later kind of thing and still get ready. And it's like also at that kind of time of day, it's like when I'm travelling on the bus, it's like I just feel vulnerable. Like I just feel like I feel vulnerable. Like being like a woman travelling alone at that time, like in the dark. And again, I'm thankful that nothing has happened to me, but it's like I would have been scared if something had happened. As I'm sure like any woman travelling alone would potentially feel. And it's like I think the last day that I was like I was there, like last day I had to get started like in the morning, like it was like 4 a.m, and it's like I woke up, this eye was like really bloodshot. I actually thought I had conjunctivitis for a little while as well. So it's like I was trying really hard like not to touch it all day in case it was actually conjunctivitis. But it's like my mum kind of said like you're probably just tired. It's like it's like after 4 hours, it's like I did ask someone. I was kind of like on the same line with, like how I was looking, and did say it was looking better, like a bit better. Because it's like you're not always looking at a mirror when you're trying to work, and when it's like just busy as hell. Because it's like I was constantly like moving around for like those 4 hours before I asked the person I was with. But it's like then I but it's like there were like as much as I enjoyed it, it's like it was really did have those moments like where I felt like I was the only one out on the floor. Like not I knew I wasn't the only one on the floor. It's like going around helping people on like the self-scan, like self-serve machine, this kind of thing. Because it's like it was on the 11th of November, like Remembrance Day. It was like up until kind of like for potentially about 20 minutes, half an hour or whatever, potentially even 40 minutes, like up to 11 a.m. So like, it kind of felt like I was the only one going round on helping people with the self-scan, because it's like, yeah, people were jumping at me to get help, because it's like, yeah, you get those people who don't feel like they've done it right, and it's like, yeah, it's like, for the most part, yeah, they have done it right. It's just kind of like, yeah, doing like the last little bit, like a few bits like they may have missed, because it's like, yeah, you get a receipt and that you keep safe and all that, should anything happen. And it's like, yeah, there's another bit that the people like, you don't see like with the belts, because I get the thing from like the plane from the check into the plane, and if anything goes wrong, like, yeah, they know where the bag's going, like which plane the bag's going on. Oh, we've got mince pies. Getting into that festive. youngest sister's not interested in mince pies at the moment. But it's like, yeah. So it's like, sometimes like, yeah, you do need to take a step back to go like, because it's like, yeah, it was very busy that morning, and then it's a little like, but it's like, yeah, I know I wasn't the only one, because it's like, yeah, there was like one person, don't want to say that person's name, like, who was like checking like, yeah, boarding passes and passports to see if like, yeah, they were valid and signed, and the flight desk was like, the area was open for the flight, because of EasyJet and potentially most other flights, like, yeah, desk opens like 3 hours before the flight, and it's like, and there's like, yeah, 2 people behind the desk, but it's like, yeah, I did feel like, yeah, the only person actually helping people, because it's like, yeah, people were jumping at me to the point like I had to say, I'll get to you in a minute, and it's like, yeah, it was really annoying. I think yeah, it kind of went on a little after, like, I think I was there for like at least 10 minutes after, trying to finish like the problems that I had before. It's like, because it's like I finished at 11, but it's like, yeah, I had one of those people at 11 that wasn't getting it, and then but it's like, yeah, it's like it's like, and yeah, management weren't really helping, because it's like, yeah, I kind of wanted to push like the times where it's like days where I start like 3-4 in the morning, but I'm pushing back to like 5, because like, yeah, my anxiety and lack of sleep only really exacerbated it. As if like, yeah, pushing back to 5 where it's a little easier to get to the airport, and it's like I could get like a bit more sleep as well. But it's like, neither the agency nor the air management at the airport really helped. And it's like, yeah, the person at the agency literally just felt like it just, like, she just threw it back in my face. And it's like, I think at the end of like the second week on the floor, it's like I was just a little like, I'll do this next few weeks, see if I settle. But it's like, it really wasn't. It's like, I need one more week before I finish. But it's like, I on the trajectory I was going on, it's like I probably would have broken before the probationary period. It's like, it's like when I may have been able to get like a bit more flexibility and what have you. Because it's like, yeah, it's like, I think at the end of the probation period, like, yeah, I would have gone from the agency to EasyJet itself. But it's like, yeah. And it's like, yeah, you could get a little bit more flexibility, and like, instead of from the stays like 3 till 8:30, I'd kind of post like 5 till 10:30. And for days where it's like 4 till 11, it's like 5 till midday. But it's like, yeah, no one said that it could really help. Like, yeah, I know I agreed at the time, like when I started the job. But it's like, you don't always realise, like, yeah, it was a bit naive, like, they don't always realise till you're actually doing it, kind of. Like, I didn't realise how much anxiety I'd go through, having to be there for 3-4 in the morning. But it's a little like, yeah. And it's like, and at the moment, it's like, I think for like the last week of it, it's like, yeah, I was applying for jobs, like other jobs that maybe have a bit more social hours. They can make and are easier to get to. But it's like I've not heard back from them yet. But it's like, I probably would want to start applying to a few more at the moment. So yeah, it's like, I will probably let you know what's going on there. So it's like, yeah, bye for now, and I'll see you all very soon.